Peace, peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Come on in, join in, join in. I was led to go live today um, to serve as a vessel, um, to pray for some people that need it right now in this chapter of their life. I feel strongly that a lot of people are going through a lot of things, and we only a few days in to the new year. So come on in, come on in. We're gonna get started in a minute. Come on in. This live is not for everybody. This live is for those that need words of encouragement right now. This live is for those of you who are dealing with a rough patch right now in your life. This live is for anybody who's been questioning God in this season. This live is for anybody dealing with heartbreak right now. This live is for anybody dealing with um, loss. This live is for anybody dealing with pain, physical pain, mental pain, spiritual pain. This live is for anybody who's dealing with confusion right now, not knowing if they're walking the right path. This live is for those of you who can use a little reaffirmation, words of encouragement. This live is for you. So I'm going to allow some people to come on in and we're going to get it started. We're going to get it started. My philosophy, especially when it comes to being on live, is as long as I can inspire one person every time I get on live, my mission is complete. So I don't need a whole bunch of people in here. I just need that one person that's potentially going through something right now, and for them to see this on their feed, because my obedience to my creator supersedes any anything that I may think. My obedience to my creator supersedes any insecurity I may have. My obedience to my creator, it supersedes everything. So I'm just simply here to speak life into anybody who needs it. I'm here to listen. I'm here to learn. I'm here to provide a space that's safe for you to be able to share what it is you're going through in life right now. I'm here to be an ear. I'm here to be a voice. I'm here to serve as a reminder for you that you are exactly where you need to be, no matter what it is you're going through. That God is guiding you in this season. I'm just simply here to remind you that you are God's child, that God is guiding you in this season. So if there's anybody out there that needs prayer, if there's anybody out there that needs words of encouragement, if there's anybody out there that needs love, if there's anybody out there that needs a divine reminder, just let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you need prayer right now. Let me know if you've been struggling. Let me know if you're in a season of being tested right now. Let me know where you at in life, because God's chosen ones are going through a strenuous moment in this time, to where we feel like this year is going to be very, very life-changing, but at the same time we're trying to detach ourselves from the things that no longer serve us. So keep that in mind as well. If you're in that middle ground, if you're in that space, family, to where you feel called to something great, you know greatness is here, you know greatness is coming, but you also have those relationships, you have those influences, you have those places that you still have attachments to, that you haven't let go yet. And so I'm just letting you know to just find balance within that, and to choose what God is calling you to do in this season. Do what God is calling you to do in this season. And just understand, if you are going through something, I'm right with you. We all are. We're all human, right? Every day ain't gonna be sunny. Every day ain't gonna be happy. Every day ain't gonna be exciting. But as long as we're dealing with the things that present themselves to us with God with us, it's nothing we can't do, family. It's nothing we can't do. And I just need to remind somebody right now that you're going through it because you can, and you are equipped to get through it. That's the reason why it was presented to you. That's the reason why this thing keeps coming back, because until you pass that test, it will continue to present itself to you. And we know that from being in school. If you didn't pass the 6th grade final, then you got to take 6th grade over again. If you didn't pass the 10th grade final, you got to take 10th grade over again. And God is no different. God says you will go through this test until you pass it, and you're only being presented the test because you can pass it. You have all of the answers already inside of you, family. So this year right here, 2025, I need you to go after everything that you feel called to do. I need you to really tap in. So make sure that y'all, tap in with me and let me know what it is are you going through right now. What's present for you in your life? Is there anybody, at least one person? I don't need a whole bunch of people. Is there one person that's watching this video right there? What's going on, chat? What's going on, Dark Hollow? What's going on, Max? What's going on, Cheese? Is there anybody that's watching this live right now that's going through something? Is there anybody that's watching this right now that needs words of encouragement? I am here to be of service on this planet. I'm here to help heal and uplift the human race. That's my job. That's my job. So Cheese, it looks like you're going through something. So if you don't mind, Cheese, can I pray for you, Cheese? With your permission? Can I do that for you, Cheese? Because we family. Let me know if I could pray for you, Cheese. Let's get God involved with whatever it is. Much love. So let's approach the Creator right now for Cheese, and let's show up and be present for him. Grand Divine Creator, the Grand Creator of life, love, and creation, we come before you as your children to ask for assistance, to ask for clarity in this moment, God. We speak over the life of Cheese, and you know who they are. You know their real name, you know their location, and you know exactly what it is they're going through right now. And so I ask that you bring clarity upon their heart and upon their path. I ask that you overwhelmingly show up in their life and allow them to be able to experience your abundance, your perspective of peace, your love, your grace, and your mercy and your passion. God, we ask you in this moment to cover not only Cheese, but Cheese's family as well. If they have children, cover their children. If they have parents that are still living, cover their parents that are still living, cover their siblings, cover everybody that they care about in this season. And we ask that you guide Cheese to their purpose this year. Well, we ask that you bring the clarity in their life so that they can walk and walk confidently towards their purpose. And if they're not familiar with what their gifts are, we ask that you reveal them in this season for them. We ask that you reveal the gifts of Cheese that you've implemented in them. And we ask that your will be done through way of the gifts that you've given them. And so we ask that you strengthen their heart, strengthen their mind, strengthen their soul in this season, and help them to continue to thrive, to get closer to you in whatever way they see fit. And may your will be done through their life. We say all things, speak all things, most importantly, know all things, with love and gratitude on our hearts. And to that we say, amen and ashe. That's for you, Cheese. That's for you, Cheese. And I just want to let you know, whatever you're going through, family, you will get through it. No storm in the history of the world has ever lasted forever. So head held up high in this season, shoulders back in this season. God is with you, or you would have never come to this live. You were guided to this live. Whatever you're going through is already done. God says, for you put your burdens upon my shoulders. See, it's not our jobs to even worry or to stress. We were not even built for that. We were not designed for that. God says anything that's stressing you out, anything that's strenuously pulling on your heartstrings, give it to me. Let me deal with that. You're my child, is what God says. And so you are equally as worthy as every last one of us on this planet, family. And you have great things. You have a calling over you this year. And so I just need you to understand that you were guided to this live on purpose. Wherever you at in the world, family, just think about that for a minute. Like, damn, I needed that prayer. I needed that word. God guided me to a stranger in Compton. God guided me to a stranger in Compton. You know what I'm saying? Just to give me affirmation, just to let me know that God is with me. So, chocolate swag, what's going on, family? Make sure that you guys support the channel, man. I'm really genuinely looking to build a very powerful movement and community through way of YouTube. So if you guys resonate with the frequency that's on this channel, make sure that you guys subscribe, man. Like, comment on some videos. Go check out some of my most recent videos that I've posted. It's a lot of divine messages that are being just put out right now, family. And I'm telling you, I'm being super obedient to everything God is calling for me to do right now. And I just know that 2025, we are going to have an army of spiritual warriors that is so powerful that no matter what this world presents, we're going to be okay. Trust me when I tell you that. We're going to gather right here. And if there's any way that I can support you, you let me know as well. My whole mission has been about service. My whole mission has been about service. So whatever y'all need from me, if it's a word, and remember too, you got the power in your hand to change the world right now. And so, like, anything that you want to see changed in the world, you can do it right now, just like I'm doing. Like, I was just in the living room in my house having breakfast with my 3-year-old. And I told my wife, I said, man, God just placed it on my heart to go pray for people. And she said, go pray for people then. And like that moment is just a reflection of like, damn, we have the ability, we have the power to change lives anytime we decide. And yeah, it's scary sometimes. You know, like y'all strangers at the end of the day. So of course there's still those thoughts of, and this is only my 3rd time being live on YouTube. So it's still those thoughts of like, man, what if people don't rock with me? What if people don't? And it's like God always says, as long as you listen to me, I already have the audience for you, son. You don't have to worry about nothing. Just do what I'm calling you to do. And I got the rest. I got the money. I got the bills. I got the community. I got everything that you need to be successful. Just listen to what I'm telling you to do, and your blessings are endless. And that goes for you guys as well, family. What is God calling you to do in this season? What is God calling you to create in this season? You know what I'm saying? So like, I understand this. Thank you, Chocolate Swag. I really appreciate that, family. And I firmly believe that. Like, what is God calling y'all to do? And like, when we don't listen to that calling that we all have, by the way, we all have that voice that's inside of us, right? That pulling, that thing, that guidance, that internal compass, I call it. And it's like when we choose not to listen to that, the way that I relate to that is like, damn, we actively choosing to disrespect God. Like, think about it. Like, I have this voice that's living inside of my body, like we all do, and it's telling me to do things, and I don't know where it comes from, but the only thing that I know is every time I listen to it, there's always rewards that come from it, whether it's internal or external rewards, whether it's spiritual or physical rewards. And it's like, why wouldn't I just create a life to where I only listen to that voice? What will life look like when we only listen to our intuition? We only listen to what God wants us to. We only listen to the internal voice. What will our lives look like if we just only stayed consistent with what God is calling us to do and just show up authentically true to you? No masks, no trying to be nobody else, family. Like, when you just show up as you, and it's just you and God, like, man, it's the best feeling in the world. It's the best feeling in the world, especially when you look at the landscape of the world and seeing how many people are so lost and seeing how many people are so attached to darkness and negativity. And it's like, man, the world needs us. The world needs people that represent light. The world needs people that represent unity. The world needs people that represent love. Don't matter your color of your skin. Don't matter your religion. Don't matter your sexual preference. We just want big ass family on this planet. We want big ass family, fam. And it's our job to stay it's our job to stay consistent within our purpose. Like, that is God's calling over your life. So yeah, I'm into service as well. God definitely calling me to do more this year. He's placing me in the paths of his voice and to be around spirit like people like yourself. That is very powerful, family. Very powerful. And I just want to encourage you right now, whatever that is that God is calling you to, do it with everything in you. And we know when we going full out. Like, right, family? Like, we know We know when we doing something 50%. We know when we putting forth 70% effort. We know that. I'm encouraging you guys just like me, and that's why I need y'all to just be a part of the journey so that we can grow together. Happy New Year, family. But I just want to encourage you right now, Chocolate Swag, to make sure, family, whatever that calling is inside of you that God is telling you to do it with everything you got. I promise you, you got some beautiful things waiting for you this year. You got packages of blessings with your name on it. They just waiting for you to go pick them up. I'm encouraging you in this moment, Chocolate Swag, to go pick your packages up. Go get them. Go grab it. And don't stop until you get it. You have an audience as well. You got people, you got supporters, you got real family, real tribe out here that speak the same language, and we on different parts of the world and different, we look different, act different. It don't matter. We got the same connection to God at the end of the day. And that's what led us right here. That's why this community is so powerful. That's why this platform is so powerful. Like, start a YouTube channel if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? And put out something to people that's positive, that's uplifting, that's loving. We need it right now, family. It's so many people craving positivity. It's crazy. Like, I feel like the whole landscape of media, of marketing, of social media, like of communication, of how we give communication as humans, how we receive information and communication as humans. I feel like the whole landscape is changing in this season, family, for real. Like, I really feel like people are just like done with fake shit. I feel like people are waking up. I feel like people are breaking through the veil. We starting to look at our governments different. We starting to look at celebrities different. We starting to look at influencers different. We starting to like gravitate towards real everyday people that we can relate to, that we know ain't contaminated by the system. It's like, so there is a great awakening happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a great awakening happening right now. And God's chosen ones, again, like, there are so many people that need to be woken up. And I ain't talking about woken up from like a minor level. I'm talking like people are in deep sleep. People are so in they shit that it's like, it can make perfectly good sense what you saying, but it's so many people in the world that like, they'll look at you like you speaking a different language and all you're doing is trying to give love. And it's like, that's why we need to just put the pressure on the world to just represent something that feels better, looks better, that our kids, man, we got kids, we got nephews, nieces, even if you don't have kids, it's like you got little ones coming after you. What world are we leaving them? Like, think about that. What world are we leaving the youth? What world are we leaving the kids? What example are we putting out? Like, I don't want my kids, and I don't want no kids to grow up in a world to where it's like, damn, we got to look forward to that when we 20. Damn, we got to look forward to that when we 15. Damn, we got to look forward to, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, I want them to be optimistic about the future, excited about the future. I want them to look at a world and say, wow, young kids, young kids from inner cities, from different countries, from different boroughs, from different towns, from different walks of life, they all chose. They chose. We giving them examples, just like we had examples in history books when we was kids. Now we are the history makers now for the youth behind us. They say, wow, look at these people. Look what they did with the circumstances that they were given. Look at what they created out of the spaces that they were raised in, that they was born in. Like, we have the ability and power to do that right now, family. So make sure that you follow on your purpose. It's super heavy in this season. I started on my IG platform a few videos. Plus, I met you buying your wings and did a video on me. I knew when I met you, your spirit was kindred. Yes. Wow, that's very, very, very powerful. That is so powerful, Chocolate Swag family. Wow, 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 wow. The fact that you even hear off my wing page and you've met me in real life, it just speaks volumes as well. Because I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying, family? I'm thinking you just somebody off YouTube, but it's beautiful to see that people from all different spaces of where I've been, you know, they could feel they could feel the vibe, they could feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? And that love that I represent, that's what's in my food. So when people are like, yo, what is in these wings? Like, bro, that's love in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's not one recipe that I came up with by myself. All of those recipes was divinely dropped inside of me, mixed them up, Tried them. I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. When I first started my business 6 months ago. So, you know what I'm saying? It's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And no more wing stop. I respect. But yeah, just kind of getting back to the idea of just walking in purpose this year. I need y'all to just be obedient, man. Like, please, for the sake of your life, for the sake of your family, for the sake of your kids, for the sake of your soul. Like, do y'all not know that we have like soul contracts and that you're gonna keep coming back to this planet doing the same things over and over? You know what I'm saying? Unless you get it right. Like, I ain't trying to keep coming back here. You know what I'm saying? Having this experience, man, you got to get on it. You got to really leave an imprint on this world and really understand your value, understand what people need from you, create strong boundaries with people. That's a big one as a human. It's like, we got to create them strong boundaries, family, to where it's like, I love you. I'm going to always love you, but we can't hang out no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go to that environment no more. I can't go to that space no more. We hear people talk about this all the time, but it is so real. Like, I'm going through it right now with my family, and it's like, yeah, I still got my podcast, but it's on hold right now. I'm really focusing on just organically building up my YouTube page because, like I said earlier, I really genuinely in my heart space, I want a real community. I want a real tribe on YouTube. I don't want just like, I don't want followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want subscribers. Like, I want subscribers, but it's like I want my subscribers to represent something that's divine, something that's powerful. We all speak the same language. We understand the same things. You know what I'm saying? We share with each other. We give to each other knowledge and information. So right now the podcast is on hold, family. But yeah, just like just continuing to just what was I saying? Damn, what was I saying? It's like walking in purpose. I was talking about walking in purpose. Oh, like soul contracts. Like, you know what I'm saying? So making sure that you are honoring like what God has placed you to do on this planet, and making sure that you are you're doing it no matter the numbers, no matter what's in your bank account, no matter about nothing. I'm doing it because God told me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And last time I checked, God ain't ever wrong in my life. Like, when I'm told to do something, like even with the food business, like when I was told to do that, people was trying to get me to do a food business for years in my family, and I never listened. Last year, last summer, last July, was it June or July? June or July, I decided, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just start it. Let me just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? God was pushing me, pushing me, pushing me. Start this business, start this business. Finally did it. And within 2 weeks, it went viral, went out of control. I got all these orders. I don't know how I'm gonna fulfill. So that's just a testament. That's one testament of like how God works. You know what I'm saying? When and I wasn't even thinking about making a food business. It was just like my family kept telling me how good my food was, and I was always the cook of the family. Like, you know what I'm saying? When company would come over and shit. But now that I've done it, I'm like, okay, this is a testament. This is a true testament of God. Like, how sometimes we can ignore God and we can ignore that calling that we feel called to. Meanwhile, the entire time, our dream life is on the other side of that decision. And we trying to make literal sense of it. We trying to look at it from a like a human perspective. And God is saying, no, you don't have to see the end goal in order to start. You don't have to always see the end. You don't ever really have to see the end. Just trust this next step. Trust this next move. Trust this next turn. Trust this like, and that's life. That's life, family. And those are where that's where the best rewards come from, is when we just trust the next step. Just be present and just trust the next step, family. Don't think about, oh, I'm doing this so I can get money. I'm doing this so I can get views. I'm doing this you're not gonna win. You got to really love it. You got to really feel called to it, family. You got to really, really love it. You got to really think about it at night. You got to want to wake up early for it. Like, damn, I can't wait to wake up. You know what I'm saying? And get to this thing. That's how I felt this morning. Like, I've been learning so much on YouTube, and it's like, like I mentioned, I'm trying to really build a powerful community on YouTube. But, I'm learning so much. And like, the more I learn, the more excited I get. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm right there. Like, one day, family, one day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be able to look at this platform and say, wow, God was really able to use me in that space to impact, to inspire, to uplift, to heal, to listen to thrive with. strangers. And that is what I want. That's what I want for the rest of my life. I want to be used by God to uplift God's people, to uplift the human race, to connect, to unite, to love on. Like, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? God's seeing if you were going to listen without worrying about all the logistics. There you go. Your obedience is why you moving forward. Come on. Absolutely. Well said. That's exactly what I felt, and that's exactly what I feel. Yes, God brought me to your page for me to hear you today. Thank you, Lord. God is the best. God is absolutely the best of the best. It don't get no better than that. You know what I'm saying? It's like that verse that say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Like, that's real. You know what I'm saying? When you walk with God, you could have the scariest situation of your life in front of you. As long as God says you're mine, that's all I could ever ask for, family. That's all I could ever ask for. Like without God, I would not be alive right now. You know what I'm saying? I would not be alive. I wouldn't be breathing. I wouldn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'd be a complete lost soul out here in this world without God, without that voice, without that confirmation of just like listening and being obedient. It's the biggest gift I've ever given. You know what I'm saying? Myself is to really understand how God works and to understand that, you know what I'm saying? Obedience is the key. Obedience, consistency, that's the key to your dream life. Obedience and consistency is the dream. I'm sorry, obedience and consistency is the key to your dream life. Damn, that's powerful. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, sheesh, all this time. Like, when you look back on your journey, you like, damn, all this. You ever started something, family? You ever started something that works? Like, for example, my food business, right? I started it, it worked. And my second thought after I started it was, damn, what if I would have started this 3 years ago? Where would it be today? Damn, what if I would have started this a year ago? Where would, you know what I'm saying? It's like, obviously, like, thinking like that. I don't like thinking like that because it's like, trust the process. God's timing is always perfect. But just think where your life would be if you committed today to just follow the thing that God is calling you to, and you do it by any means necessary for the rest of this year. Where will you be this time next year? What would your life look like this time next year? God has the ability to change your life like that, drastically. Like, yo, family, like, drastically. And it's like, your dreams don't have to be dreams when you obedient and consistent. They don't have to be dreams. They can be your reality every single day. But like you said earlier, Chocolate Swag, it's like God gonna look at you and see how you dealing with that. God gonna see if you really want it the way you say you want it. So when you say, I want this business, or I want to impact people, I want to inspire the world, I want a family, I want this, and then God start throwing them roadblocks in front of you to see how you gonna respond to them, and he keeps saying you quit. Every time the divine mother father keeps saying you quit, keep saying you quit, keep saying you quit. Guess what? You ain't passed that test yet. So them things gonna keep presenting themselves in different forms upon your path until you look at them things and say, you know what? I know that looks scary. I know it's uncomfortable. I know I'm scared. Right, but I'm walking towards that shit anyway. Eyes open, arms wide out, confidence, chin up, shoulders back. We walking towards it now. Now we walking towards that discomfort. So for those of you out there that feel called to speak, but you know you not like the most confident speaker, stop letting that shit defeat you. You have a story too. You have a voice too. You have a testimony too. And I am no different than you, family. Like, listen to what God has implemented inside of you. The world needs you now more than it ever will. More than it ever will. You know what I'm saying? So it's this is purpose season. 2025 is for the purpose walkers. And this year gonna show who was about it and who was not about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who gonna quit when it get hard? Who gonna lean back into old ways when it gets tumultuous again? Who's gonna forget why they're walking this path? Like, no, don't let that be you no more. And I've personally been there countless times. I'm not going back, family. We're going forward only. Like, that's it. Me and my family deserve this life that God got our name on. We're going to pick these packages of blessings up this year. We're picking these packages of blessings up this year, family. And I just encourage you today in this moment to do the same. And like, Embrace where you at. Practice being present. Practice being present. Stop thinking so much in the future to where you missing out on blessings that's right in front of you. If you at work right now, man, that's a blessing to have a job. You got to start changing your internal dialogue. If you with your family right now, it's a blessing. Damn, look around. You got your family around you. Damn, it's a blessing to have vision, to have eyesight. Wow, I can look around and see colors. Wow, it's somebody on the planet right now that can't see nothing. Think about that, family. Think about that. Think about how blessed and how privileged we are as human beings. Like we be stressed out, but then if we change our situation and give it to somebody else that's more stressed out, we like, damn. So you were stressed out over a heartbreak from a relationship? Well, let me go ahead and switch your life real quick with the individual that just got into a car accident and they paralyzed for the rest of their life. You want their problems? Like, what are we doing? Like, I'm stressed out over my job, or I'm stressed out over my family, or I'm stressed out over my boyfriend, I'm stressed out over my girlfriend, I'm stressed out over my kids. You want to switch positions with the kid that's in the hospital right now that was born into a world not being able to breathe on themselves without a machine? Like, somebody always got it worse. You absolutely right. You got to be super grateful, family, because the second you ungrateful, God will remind you of how blessed you truly were. And don't let God have to get there with you, because God will allow certain things to happen to you in order to make sure that you know before you leave this place, gratitude is the altitude for all the elevation that you seek. There is no elevation without gratitude. It's impossible. You must be grateful where you at. You must be grateful where you at, family. And you got to understand that it's a choice. It's a decision. You ever met somebody that's always negative? You ever met somebody that's always gossiping, family? Like, damn, always. You ain't never got nothing positive to say. Like, you ain't never coming to me with no good news. It's always, yo, guess what happened with this? Yo, guess what happened with that? Yo, hey, did you hear about? Nigga? What is you, the news? You the walking news channel? You a walking news broadcast? I don't want to hear that shit. I'm focused on what God calling me to do. I'm not worried about what nobody else got going on in their life on a negative. You just come and just negative. I don't like being around people that talk nasty about people. I can't be around people that's just always tense and just always just want to be tough. And I ain't got time for all of that, family. You got to let God come into your heart, and then we can meet right there. Until you let God get in your heart, we ain't really got nothing to talk about, family. We ain't got nothing to talk about. These toxic people are destroying God's chosen ones out here, one after another, in the name of love. There's so many people that's in relationships right now that's chosen, but they in relationship with a negative person. It's like, damn, like, how did you even allow yourself to be attracted to that? There's so many people that's like, oh, that will say that they want a God's children. Oh, I'm God's child. I'm God's child. But then they dating somebody, or they attracted to people that don't represent God at all. So it's like, hold on, what are you actually attracted to? Because if you was attracted to, if you was really a child of God and you standing on them principles and those morals, you wouldn't have even attracted that type of individual in the first place. So you got to dig deep within yourself and understand and overstand that we only attract where we are. We only attract who we are. So there's something inside of you that feels the need to be attached to that type of energy. So let's dig in self. Let's analyze self. Let's go inside and let's analyze and let's find where is that and what is that and where did it come from, so that we can properly release it. Because a lot of us was raised as kids to be attracted to what our parents was attracted to subconsciously. Wow. Wow. Now that is powerful. We were once small little kids looking at our mom and looking at our dad and our aunties and our whoever raised us. And we subconsciously, this is how kids pick up information all the time. That's why they say kids don't learn based off what you say. Kids learn based off what you do. And so we were once children. We were once kids before, looking at the adults, looking at the grown-ups at the house, at the function, at the barbecue, at the family reunion. And we pride at the everyday, being with mom, being with dad, whoever raised you. And we looking and learning from them and their actions. We looking and learning from their actions and who they attracted to and what they allowed themselves to go through and what they tolerated. We seeing people being abused. We seeing women being talked to crazy. We seeing men be controlling. We seeing people be alcoholics and drug addicts and gang members and drug dealers and rapists and all this other shit. And not knowing that we are subconsciously picking up that behavior. So now as we are adults, it's our job to release all of that shit. And it's hard because it's all we've ever known. So subconsciously, it's your everyday program. And you're not even understanding that's what's running your life. All those images, all those visuals, all of those things are running your decision-making process. And so it's our job to unlearn, to release, to get rid of, so that the new can come in too. And then when you get new information, then you can make decisions based off the new information, the new experiences that you were given. And you have to release everything and anything that does not serve you, like your life depends on it, family. Like your life depends on it, family. You're not a child no more. You are not a child no more. And I know that because I put the setting on here to where this ain't for kids. So I know there ain't no kids on here. So I'm just letting you know, family, like, it's your job to take your life by the horns and ride that shit to wherever you want it to go. Remember, you are the operator of this thing. You are the author in this book. You are the illustrator. You're doing everything. You're choosing where to go. You choosing what you want with every action. And don't tell me that you experiencing negative things in your life just because the opposite of that is fear. And you fearful on being alone. You fearful on being by yourself. You fearful on providing for yourself. You fearful about being, you see? And it's like, fuck that fear shit. We got stuff to do. And as long as you got God walking with you, the world is literally in the palm of your hand. There's nothing you can't do. So, man, listen, I swear I speak this way all the time. It feels good to know I'm not the only person who thinks like this. God is truly showing me I'm not alone speaking wisdom. Man, you are a powerful, powerful, powerful being, Chocolate Swag. You are a powerful, powerful, powerful being, family. And this is only the beginning for you. You have a lot to do, and we get into it right now. Get on your purpose, and you don't stop. Like, oh, God, you turn into a Super Saiyan this year. Don't stop. Keep listening to that whisper. Keep listening to that whisper. It knows the way. It knows the way. Through every tough decision that presents itself to you this year, listen to the whisper. I said this last night when I was on live, and I'm gonna actually get off in a minute because I gotta make a quick order for a customer, and then I'll be back on live. He coming at 2. I'll be back on live around 2:30, 3 o'clock. So make sure that y'all tap back in around 2:30, 3 o'clock. But make sure that you listening to that whisper, family. Make sure that you listening to that whisper. It knows the way. It knows exactly where to go. It knows exactly how to get there. And so every challenge that presents itself to you this season and in this year, I need you to just trust the process. I was on live last night with TTP was the name of the game. Was the mantra that we all agreed that we gonna be saying for this year every time adversity strikes. When adversity strikes, TTP. I need you to whisper that under your breath when adversity strikes. TTP. Trust the process. 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 Somebody just lied to you. Trust the process. Somebody just stabbed you in the back. Trust the process. You feel called to eliminate friends that you were once connected to. Trust the process. Somebody just tried to lie on you about something. Trust the process. Your car just got impounded. Trust the process. You got a 3-day notice on. Trust the process. Damn, you need $400 more for your rent and it's due in 2 days. Trust the process. Damn, your lights just went out. Trust the process. Damn, you ain't got your money for your gas bill, your cable bill. Trust the process. Damn, you got to get food in the house. You don't know how it's gonna happen. Your EBT ain't working no more. Trust the whatever it is this year. Trust the process. You are not alone. You are never for a second alone, and you are very well provided for. You must change your mindset in order to change your life. With that being said, I love you all. If you guys are not already subscribed, Please tap into the channel, family. Tap into the channel, family. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Subscribe, join the community. Let me know what type of content y'all want. I'm making videos every single day. That is what I've been instructed to do, and that is what I will be doing for the rest of this entire year. This is the year that the world will know the light beings, the chosen ones, we here and we ain't going nowhere. This is the Great Awakening. Join me on this journey. Let me know again how I can support you guys. I'm here to serve. I love you all. I'll be back on live in about another hour. All right. Peace and love, family. Till next time. Love you all. Peace.